You've been.
He didn't have to go to so much trouble.
Oh, no, it's no trouble at all. In fact, I've been very domestic today. I'm taking these 3 suits of yours to the cleaners. And do you want me to take any of your sweaters or something?
No, I don't think so.
What's this?
I had a client conference at the Capwell Hotel in a suite. One of the nice things about having a father who owns a hotel is that you don't have to return.
I picked out. The other one was chipped. They couldn't repair it.
Oh, it's perfect. I think Haley would have really loved it. She was so young and so beautiful.
Yeah, I
can't stop thinking about all the years we were apart that we should have been together.
Well, don't do this to yourself.
I'll tell you one thing. It's not going to happen with Brandon.
Dear, you're never going to get CC.
CC has kept him away from me for too long.
Well, you might as well stop harping on. He's out of town now.
He is?
Right. And if you've got any ideas about hitting on CC to get Brandon back, they got to wait.
But I just saw Sophia in the garden about an hour ago. Since she didn't go with him out of town, this might be the perfect time for the two of us to have a talk.
You have really lost it. I mean, there are a lot of people, but if I had to vote for the person that dislikes you most in this world, she'd win hands down.
You never know. She just might have a change of heart.
Good afternoon.
$15,000. Everything you asked for. Now, I don't ever want to see you again.
Hey, wait a minute, I haven't counted.
It's all there.
15,000. It's not gonna make it.
What do you mean it's not going to make it? You told me 15,000.
I know exactly what I said, but you kept me waiting. And things are a little riskier for me now, and I should be paid for my risk. I want 100,000 here tonight.
You mean 100,000?
And the price is just gonna keep going up. You want me out of town, you get me 100,000. The longer I hang around here, I'm bound to get picked up. It's gonna put you in jail, too, and I don't think you want that. Right? So, you take this, you'll need it. I'll see you back here in 4 hours. Huh?
That tar can get awful stubborn. Why don't you let me help you?
Thank you. You know, I can't imagine how frustrating it must be for all the marine life that's been affected by this.
Yeah, well, at least now with all the new volunteers and the money we made, we make some headway.
You know, I always forget how exhausting this kind of work can be.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of why you got to leave it behind you. You know, get away from it at night.
How do you manage that?
I don't know. I had dinner out. Thought maybe the two of us. Yeah, it's a bad idea.
Oh, Hillary, no, it's just you hit a really sensitive spot. I guess I'm just a little ticklish, that's all.
Really?
Yeah. I think dinner tonight is a lovely idea.
So you want to go?
Yeah, if you promise to stop tickling me, sure.
No, that's great, I promise. When can I pick you up?
Wait a minute, I mean, we've just finished the cleanup portion of our day, but we still have all the detective work to look forward to.
I know you don't have to remind me.
If we find this man, then we find the guy that hired him. And somebody is going to jail for a very, very long time.
What do you mean that you're closed for business? I don't care if it's after banking business hours. You open this bank if CC Capwell asked you to. Yes, I understand that, but I need this money right away. I don't want you to call my husband. Oh, no, just...
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop.
No. I mean, you're not. I mean, I've certainly been seemed like I'm using your place as an office lately.
Yeah, I couldn't help overhearing that you have a little problem with some cash, and, well, I have a couple thousand in the safe, and you're welcome to it. But look, I'm sorry, I didn't...
No, it's all right. You don't have to apologize. It's a very generous offer, thank you.
Well, I meant it. I have close to 5,000, and if you want the money, it's yours.
I don't think 5,000 is going to cover this particular problem.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to butt into a family thing.
It's not a family thing, it's a personal thing. I'm going to have to handle it on my own.
Just because you can't involve your family doesn't mean you have to handle it on your own.
Well, it certainly seems like I'm going to be on my own. As far as the bank is concerned, I guess I can't go through normal channels with this.
Yeah, well, normal channels never really worked for me either. I sort of learned that after having a few problems over the years.
Really? And what do you do?
I have kind of a knack for coming up with solutions.
I seem to have a knack for getting in deeper and deeper.
Well, obviously, the money I have is not going to cover you, but, well, anything I can do to help in any way.
Well, you see, TJ, I can't, I mean, I can't tell anybody about this.
Oh, no, anything you tell me won't get any further than this. But I don't want to push you either.
Well, this is a very difficult situation for me. But I don't know, there's something about you. I feel like I can trust you.
You can. And I also think you feel a whole lot better having talked with somebody.
Maybe.
Darling, what makes you think Sophia would want you to have Brandon?
I didn't say that. I just said that maybe I could have a conversation with her without Cece blustering in the background.
Scott has his own key? He has his own key?
He's still at work. Come in.
Hi, Gina. I hope this isn't a bad time.
No, actually, Keith was just leaving, weren't you, Keith?
Yeah, I'm sorry about her. I know you had plans. I'm sorry.
I just hope you convict that creep that killed her.
Believe me, he'll be looking through bars when he gets his Social Security.
Look, I just wanted to stop by and let you know that if you need anything, I'm there for you.
It's awfully nice of you. And if you ever want to talk or anything, feel free to call me.
Thanks. I miss her so much.
So do I.
You know, she always worried about you know that?
I didn't know that.
Well, she did. I guess maybe because she was under so much pressure from other people to disown you.
I didn't know that either. I know the Capwells hate me, and that must have put a lot of pressure on her marriage to Ted.
She always stood up for you, Gina. That was one of the things I loved about her the most. She was so loyal to the people she loved.
Sometimes I don't think I deserved her loyalty.
No, that's not true. She knew how much you loved her, no matter what happened. She knew you were always there for her. I mean, look where she came when we had that little fight, right here to you. I wish we'd never fought. I wish we'd gotten married and...
You would have, and you would have had a wonderful life together.
It's not gonna happen now. But I swear to you from this point on, I'm gonna appreciate everything I have. I'm not gonna wait. If I feel something is right, I'm gonna make it happen.
I think that's the only way.
Look, I'll be in touch with you, okay? If you need anything, I'll be there for you.
Thanks. You know something? Haley was awfully lucky to love you.
I was a lucky one. I'll see you.
Bye. He's right. You can't afford to wait around till things happen. You gotta make them happen. Hello, is Sophia there? It's Gina. Please tell her to call me as soon as she comes in. It's very important that I talk to her.
He said if I make one more payment tonight, he'll leave town, leave me alone for good.
Look, I don't think you really put too much trust in the promise of a guy that's blackmailing you, though.
What choice do I have?
Well, you can calm down. I mean, a lot of people have affairs. It's not the end of the world.
Oh, no. This would be for my husband if he found out.
Oh, I wouldn't understand.
No, not at all. I love Cece very much, but he would not understand. I'd lose him.
Well, when's the next time you're going to see this guy?
Tonight, he wants 100,000.
Oh, man. It's a very expensive affair.
I know. There's no way I can come up with that kind of money, and certainly not by tonight.
Well, you solved your biggest problem.
I have.
Yeah, you've got help now. I mean, the guy that's blackmailing you is scum, and there's no way he's going to leave town while you're still giving him money.
What choice do I have?
We get rid of him.
What do you mean, get rid of him?
I don't mean anything violent. I mean, why get violent when you can outsmart him?
No, wait a second. No, what am I doing? I can't ask you to get involved in this.
No, you didn't ask me. I volunteered. I mean, you made a mistake and had an affair. I find myself to be a fairly good judge of character, and I find you to be a very classy lady. And I don't think it's right for somebody to have to pay over and over again for one mistake.
What do I do?
Well, I'm kind of formulating a plan, but, I'm going to need to ask somebody for help.
No, absolutely no one can know about this.
I won't give them any more details than is necessary, okay? Now, call me in about an hour. I think I'll have something put together by then.
Do you really think that you can help me?
Yeah, I do. I got a feeling you're not going to see this guy anymore.
Me?
Look, the guy knows me, all right? If he sees me there, he's going to know it's a hoax.
Okay, suppose you tell me who this guy is.
Look, Pearl, I've told you all I can, man.
Well, what you've told me so far isn't exactly impressive. I mean, let's face it, you're talking about fake money, real guns, secret meetings in distant warehouses. I mean, it's beginning to sound like a bad Hollywood screenplay. Details, man. Details.
If it was up to me, if it was up to me, I'd tell you everything, okay? But that's not what we're dealing with here.
If you don't tell me what I need to know, I'm not happening.
Look, hey, but what do you think is the reason I came to you in the first place for, huh?
I use deodorant.
No, wrong. Because you sat there the other night and told me about all the great things you did for Kelly Capwell when she was in the hospital, right? And how great Cruz and Eden are and the whole Capwell family. Now, you don't think Sophia's a part of that group?
Oh, come on, that's not a fair question. I mean, everybody in Santa Barbara knows that Sophia is the second coming.
All right, exactly. You know how difficult it was for her to come and admit she needed help?
Why'd she ask you first?
Oh, what, is that what this is? You're gonna punish me because she came to me first?
Yes. Well, I mean, it was a question, that's all.
She didn't come to me, all right? I overheard her and I pried it out of her. Look, ma'am, she needs our help. We gotta help her.
All right, we got 5 G's in real money. The rest is phony, right? How can I help?
Yeah, I've been helping Andrea with the legwork. We were hoping you might be able to point us in the right direction.
Well, I don't see how I can help you.
Well, if you could just give us the names of some of the people who work at Capital Enterprises that we could talk to about locating this man.
Never seen him before.
Yes, I understand that, Mrs. Capwell. We're merely trying to ascertain whether or not he ever worked for Capital Enterprises.
That's something that you'll have to speak to my husband about.
Well, we're working under kind of a time crunch here. We were hoping we wouldn't have to wait until he got back into town.
There must be someone in charge who takes over when your husband is away.
Well, I'm sure there is, Andrea, but I certainly wouldn't know. I'm not involved in his oil business.
We understand that this particular rig was named after you at one point.
Of course it was. It was a silly vanity, really. I can help you with a fundraiser, or if I could help you getting more volunteers for the cleanup. Now, that's something I can do.
Well, thank you for your offer, but we've pretty much got all of those aspects under control.
Good. I'm very glad to hear that, and I'm just so terribly sorry I can't be of any assistance here. Wait till Cece comes back and talk to him.
Well, thank you for seeing us anyway.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've done such a wonderful job with this cleanup. Your work must be very rewarding.
Yes, it is, but it's a satisfaction I'd rather not have. That's why I intend to find this man and make sure whoever is responsible pays.
Good. I hope you're very successful.
I'm sure with Kane helping me, we will be.
Good. Bye-bye. Bye, Kane.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
tired of waiting for you, Meison.
Hello? Oh, yeah. Hi, Mom. Oh, yeah, things have been much better since I got back from the clinic. Oh, well, yeah, they told me it was going to take a while to adjust and everything. The counselor said that was normal. The baby's terrific. Yeah, I mean, he's growing by leaps and bounds. Oh, that teddy bear you sent him, Mom, that was, it was incredible. Yeah, it's so cute. I don't know how you find things like that. Meison? Well, yeah, things they're better than ever. Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, I expected after I got back and everything, it'd be kind of hard to get things back to normal after everything that happened. Well, yeah, I've taken to making all these little lunches and dinners and very romantic, and I think it really helps. Makes a big difference. Yeah, he did come home. He came home for lunch today, and no, he's back at work. Yes, Mother, he does work very hard. Oh, Mom, it's what I want. Yeah, it's what I want more than anything.
You're 15 minutes late. Are you just being rude, or did you forget about our meeting?
What meeting?
We had a meeting set up to discuss the particulars of the Grant Lipton case. It's really the only business that you and I have left, isn't it, Meison? Now, Rita Grant might be willing to allow visitation rights.
Julia, stop it. Doesn't it strike you as a little bit absurd? I mean, here we are, we're supposed to be discussing the most intimate details of these people's lives. But when it comes to our own, we can't have any discussion at all.
We have talked this to death. There is nothing new to say about it.
Well, is this supposed to be some form of punishment, Julia? You know how I feel. You're determined to cut me off from any civilized contact with you at all.
Oh, I think that I am being very, very civilized. I know your position, you know my position, nothing's going to change, so this is the only topic that we can discuss.
We have a daughter. But you want to cut me off from that topic as well?
Well, if we're not going to discuss the case, then we're not going to discuss anything.
Oh, well, now, that's not only civilized, it's very mature. I haven't heard tactics like that since the 4th grade. Julia?
TJ, it just seems like this, that there's so many things that could go wrong with something like this. No, I mean, I understand that I don't have any choice. All right, I appreciate what you're doing. Thank you. I have to go. I'll talk to you later. Oh, Maria! Maria! I don't want to talk to you.
Look, Sophia, we have to talk. You were supposed to call me as soon as you came in.
You don't talk. You don't talk, Gina. You threaten and you try to blackmail me about Brandon.
I am here to talk to you about Brandon, not to threaten you.
You have never even had a conversation in your whole life that didn't end up with threats. It's ingrained in your personality. You can't help yourself.
It's going to be different this time. I mean that.
Wouldn't that take the thrill away, Gina? Why on earth are you changing your tactics now?
Because of Haley.
Oh, come on. I really liked Haley. Don't you dare use her name in some dirty scheme of yours.
I'm not. I loved Haley very much. And no matter what you may think of me, you have to know that. And I love Brandon, too. And how much time do I get to spend with him, Sophia? What, 2 hours every couple of days? You know, in this past year, your family has gotten a lot bigger. I mean, Jeffrey and Kelly got married, and Meison and Tori. And next will be Eden and Cruz. And now Cece even has a brand new grandson. But what have I got? Lily's gone almost a year now. She's not coming back. You took Brandon away from me. And now Haley's gone, too. You know, I would have given my life to save hers. And she saved your son's life. She risked herself for him. Now you think about how you felt when you thought Eden was dead. So that's what I'm going through right now. Only I'm going through it all alone. Nothing in this world can bring Haley back. But I know one thing that could help. Please. Brandon's all I have left.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Oh, Brandon's gonna love this. You?
No, darling, the doctor is not in.
What are you doing here, Keith?
I wanted to see how you were doing. I didn't want you to be alone. What is this?
Oh, just some things I bought for myself.
What, Gee, I really can't wait to see you in this. I really can't.
Well, I got a couple things for Brandon, too.
It's a lot of stuff. What's up?
I just want him to be comfortable when he comes to visit.
Where is Louis Pasteur?
He'll be home any minute.
He's late?
Not really.
He's not coming.
What do you mean he's not coming? I mean, he must have gotten tied up or something.
I wonder who's got him tied up. Did he call and say he was going to be late?
No, he didn't call because he's probably on his way.
You're crazy, you know that?
Ah, Kathleen, just the woman I want to see. No. I need to see the x-rays before I set that cast.
Well, I spoke with Murphy. He said it's going to be at least an hour before he can get the negatives to you.
Ah, so much for an easy 12-hour day, huh? Look, if you want to go home, you can. Addie's coming in a little while. She can help me out.
Jimmy's comfortable with me. I think I'll just hang around for a while, if you don't mind.
Well, that kind of dedication deserves a reward. Let me buy you something to eat.
Okay, sure.
Good. Come on.
I'm glad you came here to meet me, Ted.
What's going on?
Well, I wanted you to have this. It's a collection of pictures of Wind Dancer that Haley kept.
Oh, you sure you want to give this to me?
Yeah, you should have it. I mean, you bought her the horse. You know, I think Wind Dancer was the only possession that Haley really treasured. Okay. I know it's not as if you're going to forget her or anything, but I thought maybe that would help keep the memory alive.
Yeah, well, then, mister, very much.
So, I like it here. I enjoy the work I'm doing at the agency, and I stayed, obviously.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you did.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a nice town. There's a lot of nice people, and it's a nice place. Nice. Oh. I'm really lousy at this.
At what?
Well, listen to me. I'm saying every dumb thing that somebody says on a date. You're half as bored with me as I am listening to me. You're about to drop dead in your soup.
Well, I never order soup.
Well, that's a lucky thing.
Kane, I'm not bored.
Maybe it's because we met over 3 seagulls and a sea lion. This isn't right here.
Well, we could always go someplace else if you want.
Oh, I was thinking that. I don't know where, though.
Well, we could return to the scene of the crime. Could be inspiring.
What kind of legal work do you want done, Sophia?
I want to check on the possibility of transferring legal custody of Brandon to Gina.
You can't be serious.
I am serious. I've denied it for a long time. It's because I love him so much. The fact is, I realized over Christmas he loves his mother and he needs her.
You loathe Gina.
That's right. And I've let those personal feelings dictate the situation much too long. The fact that Cece and I hate Gina doesn't mean that we have to punish Brandon.
All right. What exactly prompted this sudden outburst of compassion for Brandon and Gina?
It was death, I suppose.
I can't believe that Dad is going along with this.
He doesn't know anything about it, Mason.
I see. Sophia, even if I buy this sudden compassion, which I almost do, I can't believe that you would risk Dad's wrath in order to help Gina. What is really going on?
What difference does it make to you?
A great deal, since I'm going to incur even more of his anger if I help you.
I would think you're knowing exactly what is being taken away from him and how much it's going to hurt him would give you enough incentive.
That's fascinating. I can't tell you how much the dynamics of this situation intrigue me.
Well, that's very nice, but I didn't come here to intrigue you, Mason. Now, I'm sure there are a lot of other people, if you're not willing to handle the legalities of this, that would jump to the chance.
Oh, you're quite right. Dad has any number of enemies in this town. I'm just trying to figure out if you've become one. Obviously, you're not going to enlighten me as to what's really going on. So I guess I'll take a look at the custody papers and see what I can do.
Thank you.
I may be able to find a precedent or two that might help us. Doesn't hurt that I drew up the original papers myself. You're not going to stay?
No, I certainly trust you to handle this on your own. I hope you'll call me if you find out there's a way to do it.
May take a couple of hours.
I'm going to be tied up for a while anyway. Thank you, Mason.
Have you got all the money?
Yes, I have it. No, I have to know. I have to know that this is the end, that I'm never going to see you again.
That's right. You give me all the money and I am gone. $200,000.
Police! Police! Go here!
Why don't you face the fact that the doctor isn't coming, darling?
I'm sure he's coming. He'll be here any minute.
You've been saying that for an hour.
Well, he would have called if he was going to be much later. He always calls.
Still busy.
Aren't you gonna eat anything?
No, not right now. Me and Gina are supposed to have dinner together. I just wanted to call her and let her know that I was going to be late.
Oh, look, you can at least have half of my sandwich to tide you over.
Thanks. I guess if Gina had gone through a lot of trouble, she would have called.
You giving up yet?
No. He probably got tied up in surgery.
Oh, yeah. Heavy conference, probably.
You know, there are times where he just can't get to a phone. That must be what happened.
Yeah.
Creep.
What? What'd I do?
You know exactly what you did. I can't...
I live what? Okay, so I took it off the hook. It was just temporary. I just wanted to talk to you.
You're trying to ruin my relationship.
Honey, I know what Haley meant to you. He doesn't.
I don't even want to talk about Haley.
Well, I know you're going through a denial period now, but you're going to have to... You can't submerge your grief forever.
Yeah, you're going to have a lot of grief if you ruin my relationship with
Your
Scott.
relationship with Scott? You want to call up the hospital and find out your relationship is doing?
No, I don't need to check on it.
Oh, excuse me. You know, I forgot that you're living a storybook romance here. I bet you Prince Charming is putting the glass slipper on somebody else's foot, though.
You'd like to think everybody is as low down, as disgusting as you are, wouldn't you?
They'd like to be.
Okay, so maybe it's not the worst sandwich I've ever had. but it certainly comes close.
Ah, so that's why you insisted I ate the other half, huh?
Well, you paid for it.
Hey, I only take you to the best places.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least you'll have a nice dinner to look forward to.
Yeah, that's true. I'm thinking about stopping off someplace and getting something special for Gina. I've been really worried about her since she lost her niece.
Oh, it was terrible. Does she have any other family?
Well, she has a little boy, but she doesn't have custody. So she really needs me right now. So I figured I'd get something special and we just have a nice, quiet evening together.
You don't call? I'll call.
No.
What's the number?
No, I'm not telling you.
That's okay, darling. I know the number. It's the city hospital. Hello, hi. I want to speak to Dr. Scott Clark. Third. Fine. Could you connect me? Hello, hi. This is Keith Timmons. I'm the district attorney. I'd like to speak with Dr. Clark. It's an emergency. Timmons. He's at dinner. Is he alone? I'm sorry. I didn't quite get it. Could you repeat that? Thank you. Well, so he stood you up to have dinner with Kathleen.
Meison. Irving versus Johnson, legal custody of child in question.
Didn't think you were coming back today.
Yeah, well, you're doing your homework as if you thought I were. You have 6 custody decisions pulled.
That has nothing to do with the surrogate case.
Oh, I see. Just another custody battle just popped up.
It's an entirely different matter.
Meison, you don't handle custody matters, so if this is an ammunition for the Rita Grant case, then I would...
What's wrong?
How could you even think about doing that?
I don't know what you're talking about, Julia.
Don't you dare lie to me. And don't you dare think about taking Samantha away from me.
Whoa, Julia, you have totally misinterpreted the situation.
You cannot take my baby from me. You have absolutely no legal rights to my child.
Don't tell me about rights, Julia. That baby's as much mine as she is yours.
I swear to you, I will fight you with everything I can. I don't know. What is with you, Calfwells? You think just because something is within your reach that you can just... It's yours for the taking. If you do this to me, I swear to God, Meison, I will never forgive you.
Stop it. There's nothing to forgive because you've totally misunderstood.
Don't you try to do that.
Stop it. Julie, I would never, ever try to take Samantha away from you. I'd rather die than hurt you that way. Don't you know that?
Okay, everybody. We're gonna take it nice and easy here.
Hey, you over there! Get...
Oh, right there. Huh? Don't move, friend. Freddie, do me a favor. Go after the woman, all right?
Hey, come on, you got no right.
Hey, what I got is none of your concern. Put that down on the table. All right? What do we got here? Little spare change, maybe? Huh? Oh, how much?
We weren't breaking any laws.
How much?
$100,000.
That's very cute. You and the little lady, you were having a game of pinochle in the back room, huh? Winner takes all. This would make somebody a very healthy retirement fund.
That's right. Maybe we can split it up.
I'm listening.
Well, 50,000 apiece, right? Each go our own way. Nobody has to know any better.
I got a better idea. Since I'm taking the bigger risks, I get the bigger bills.
Hey, wait a minute now. Come on.
Hey, button it, please. Just button it. You're not gonna walk empty-handed, huh? $5,000 is enough to keep you out of trouble for a while. Hey, hey! Considering I'm the guy with the gun, I got every...
Damn it!
Help! Oh, dear God, no!
from me.
I didn't do that to get you all upset.
What did you expect?
Well, when I called up the hospital, I didn't expect to find them playing doctor with Kathleen.
Just shut up. Just get out, okay?
Yeah, what? You're gonna blame this on me? I didn't push him into the arms of another woman.
Scott wouldn't...
Wouldn't have what? Wouldn't have kept you waiting for 2 hours while he had dinner with another woman? He did it. If he was any kind of guy, he'd be here with you right now, holding your hand. But he doesn't know how much it hurt. I do. You have a choice now. You know what he's doing at the hospital. You can wait for a pale imitation, or you can go for the real thing right now.
Well, it's not the Orient Express or the Lair, but I feel a whole lot more comfortable.
So do I. I've always loved this beach.
You've spent time here before, too?
Yeah. Eden Capel and I spent a couple of spring breaks here. We practically lived on this beach. Along with about 200 surfers, of course.
Oh, those are stories I'd like to hear.
2 things about Eden. She's always been beautiful and never been shy. That girl drew a crowd wherever she went.
I bet you had your own crowd.
Well, not really. I sort of hung around and waited for Eden's rejects. She went through them pretty quickly, you know.
Well, that doesn't sound like the Eden I know.
Oh, yeah. She was terribly selective. You know, actually, you might have been just her type.
I doubt it.
Well, I'm not saying you would have lasted very long. You probably would have come and gone within a week.
She was just waiting for Cruz. He's the only man she's ever loved.
Look, I didn't mean to put Eden down. We were just kids.
No, I know.
What about you? I bet you were a real heartbreaker.
Not really.
Well, come on. A good-looking man like you in the Army? What is it? A girl in every port? Promise them the world, then off to the next town. And the next girl. You know, I seem to have thrown this gigantic wet blanket over this entire evening, and I certainly didn't...
No, really, it's... I think we just got on the wrong subject, that's all. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry, no, this isn't right. Maybe it's the place or the night. I don't know. Look, let me take you home, okay?
Fine. Here. You have this, and I'll be back with dinner.
Thanks.
You all right?
They don't know. They took him to the hospital. Come on, let's go.
See, this is getting worse and worse. I never should have talked to you, and now Pearl...
Look. I talked Pearl into this, all right? It was my plan that screwed up. Don't blame yourself, all right? Now, let's go. What? What is it? What?
The satchel's gone.
Look, come here. Come here. I don't give a damn about the money, okay?
No. Now he's going to know I set him up. He's going to come back and he's going to kill me.
Calm down.
TJ is going to come back and he's never going to let me...
Nobody's going to come get you. Nobody. I'm not going to let anybody hurt you. Relax.
Nightly news. Reagan and Takashita. The president and Japan's prime minister go one-on-one in a series of tough trade talks in Washington. We'll have a report. Also, the Supreme Court puts a lid on the freedom of high school presses. We'll explain why. And prison furloughs. Is it right to give a convicted felon the weekend off? Find out tonight on NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw.